promoting the album. We'll call Every Man is a King.
EMK.
That's the name of the album.
Okay.
So you can find the album on any platform, but I go by the name of Caushon.
Yes, sir. You came through this thing looking right, dressed right, trying to get a deal, trying to make some meals. Okay, I'm saying. Fleek Sauce in the building. What up?
Yeah.
All right, man. So like, we gonna creep through the studio real quick before I get the instrument. What we got up in here?
Yeah, hell is it?
Right here.
All the way down, all the way down. It can be back and when it up, it is top loaded. So right there, and then you can just speak and it should catch you.
All right.
And then I keep mine right here. So then I'm talking. Yeah. So we should be good like that.
The door.
Yeah, the door. Hey, my man, could you get that door for me right quick? Thank you very much. That's awesome. All right, we're on. My name is Earl Alexander, Prolific Cab Ticket, and we are here at Song Lab. And I'm here with another artist, right?
Yeah,
definitely an artist. Yeah. But I feel like there's more. And I want to hear all about it. So I'm gonna go ahead and let you introduce yourself and give the people at the same time all the information of where they can find you on the interwebs and all on the socials and how they can connect with you and find your music and everything that you're doing.
Definitely. So I go by the name as Caushon. You can find me on every single platform. Same name, Caushon, Caushon, Caushon. I'm on, Instagram, same thing, Facebook, Twitter, all the platforms you can find me on. Spotify, iTunes, Titles, Pandora, same name, Caushon on all the platforms.
Nice.
Born and raised Guyana is my country.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice. So, hey, tune in. Hey, we showing love, Maisie to Guyana.
It's on already.
Nice. Oh yeah. Yep. We on live, and we're here at Song Lab, and I just kind of want to know, before I really get into the personal questions, how are you feeling about the vibe here today? How you feeling about
today's my I would say my first time visiting Song Lab. But when I come and I see, I definitely like the atmosphere. It gives the ability to I would say interact with different artists, producers as well, and so to me, definitely like the vibes, and I like I would say the platform that it creating for artists can definitely come and, I would say, give out their talents, show what they can do, stuff like the creativity mind. So this is definitely different for me.
Wow.
Definitely different.
Nice. Do you collaborate with a lot of artists, or do you more just drive your own artistry? Is it just a sort of passion of yours that you've been, or because a lot of people, the only reason why I frame it in this way is because a lot of people, I see they draw a lot of strength from their support. Where are you on that scale?
For me, I have a few songs I collab with artists. I would say about 2 of my songs I collab with artists, but I try not to do too much of collabing because of for me it's like you don't want no one to feel like you taking their creativity and using it, you know what I mean? So if you can get more of your material yourself, I would tell any artist is better. Collabing is why some artists charge for do collabing, because once I don't charge you, whatever you do with it, that's it.
Yeah.
But if you're doing it for the strength, as I said, some people feel like it's being abused, or some people feel like, hey, I didn't get enough credit, and sometimes you start questioning yourself, like, hey, what do you mean you didn't get enough credit? It's like, I'm lost. Tell me from your perspective why you feel like you don't have enough credit. So for me, I know there's one thing I take away, because I take feedback from a lot of artists.
Yeah.
When it comes down to collabing, it's a good thing, but it's a bad thing at the same time.
And is that anywhere from collaborating on a song or even taking, because some people now, a lot of artists, I personally don't see any problem with taking another person's written work and working with it. As a rapper, I normally don't do that. I write all my verses. I haven't done it, but I've written for other people. And for someone to come in and even comment on my music, I have no problem with it. To use it to make the best song, I really don't see a problem with making the best music if it's for a project. But in collaboration, do you think collaboration stops at, hey, this is a tip or an advice, or is collaboration fully even that? Like when you're in the studio, if somebody is adding that, is that then collaboration for you, or?
To your question, I would say not more of, you see, when you make the perspective on you don't have a problem somebody using your song to do something great. Mm-hmm. But some people now will take that song and the song become more bigger than what you project that it will be.
Correct.
Now you start hitting, hey, I need royalty. But before, you weren't thinking royalty.
It was never that.
Okay, so that is where the collab problem coming in, because you start off by saying, I'm gonna give you this for the strength, and then now the song become more than what it you even thought it would become. Now you want royalty, you want this, you want that, and then now it have a stain out in that, oh, this person take my work and they didn't give me no credit or they didn't give me money.
People feel sour because they didn't realize the potential in the beginning.
In the beginning, so now it's making it seems like this artist now take your stuff and they didn't give you, but you're not saying the truth factor where it's like, hey, I just give you this song off the strength.
Yeah.
You understand? And I would never thought to myself that my song will be the #1 hit on the Billboard. No, this person making millions and millions off of it, and I ain't got nothing off of it.
See,
so that is where, as I said, the collab part come into,
And that's good for artists to hear, because artists need to watch out for their contribution in music. That is the way that we are looking to all get paid, right? Is the creativity that we give in this reality. All right, we want to give you this bit of flavor and this bit of flavor. So we need our just due back from that. And it is something where we here at Song Lab want to show the difference by allowing people to work with others, make music, and then also give people back their royalties for their contributions on the songs. We push it out directly how it should be pushed out, do the split sheets how they should be done, and make sure everybody gets their part. And also the producers get their credit, as well as Song Lab and the publishing, of course, and the other parts of what we've contributed to make the song done. So we have it to where we're very open and candid about what we do, and we're working to show people the way that really this should be done amongst other artists. So we want to culture we want to create the collaborative culture in Arizona so that it can be done smoothly and there won't be those situations going on where from the jump you say, hey, yeah, I'm on the song, so at least give me, if I got a verse, whatever we figure out, whether it be my writing portion, of course I'm not gonna get all the beat, but those conversations need to happen between artists, so artists aren't in the back end wondering where is my portion. Those things should be clarified in the beginning. So we do want to educate and help people to see that, but there is that worry, that issue of people just, all right, I'm doing this in the motion of I do this to make music, and then they don't think about how this can potentially really reap benefits in the long run. So you gotta watch out for that. Yeah. He's speaking wisdom and facts. Sounds like you know about that. You dealt with it a little.
I do a lot of research, look into a lot of stuff, and when you work with different producers, they give you a lot of pointers and scenarios that things that could happen, because as I said, to you might think you're doing a small little favor.
Yep.
And then that small favor becomes so big that you know, you asking yourself like, damn, this person not even, you know, like acknowledging that I give them, you know, something. Because look, for instance, back in the days when music was music, it had a lot of writers that we never know write songs, but we hearing the artists them singing these songs.
Correct.
And you know, it's now you start hearing the word about writers, like, you know, not the artists that write that hit song, it's somebody else write it.
Correct.
But back in the days, people was never really talking about a third party writing a song for an artist. You taught yourself all the time, is that artist write that song?
Correct.
You understand? And because of why it become relevant now is because people now start speaking up because they felt to themselves that they're getting cheated out of the royalty.
Their contribution,
and you know what they fail to realize, if you give somebody something and you know, and you're not expecting nothing, now when it gets a certain level, why are you expecting?
That happens a lot. People see where something is going and they want the benefit of that too.
Yeah.
Especially when, well, a lot of times I think the problem comes when they don't contribute to the outcome. When they're not contributing to the outcome. So like if I have an artist that puts his verse on my song and I'm pushing the song.
Yeah.
I paid him for his verse set.
Yeah.
And then I'm pushing and the song starts to really blow. Me personally, I'm gonna have royalties going to him already from the jump. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm working with the artist. It's gonna happen. We're gonna do good business. But as it blows, say it just goes phenomenal, and then they're like, "Look, I ain't got enough. I ain't got. Well, look, we agreed on all this in the beginning."
Yeah.
That's why it is important to have these conversations. I mean, we can't let disagreements stop us from moving forward and dictating our careers. Right?
True.
We gotta be able to work in a way where we're advancing, no matter who's around us, and no matter what's going on. And it seems like you've built up your artistry to really work for you, to keep you in a good position. And it seems like some of the producers have been giving you good advice. You've been really honing into what they've been saying. So tell me about how you came up. You know, tell me about your career and how
for
you
music.
advanced.
I would say I started out as DJ. I was a DJ, and you know, God rest his soul, my best friend, Alvin, known as Sydney. You know, he hear my voice and he's like, you know, you ever think about, you know, doing music? And I'm like, it was never on my radar. He's like, man, you should try. And I link up with another friend that does music. I want to link up with him. You know, we start working on his music and stuff like that. But we end up meeting into a bumpy road where it's like we couldn't afford for studio time. So I told him like, hey man, like what you think we need to like start our own studio, and you know, he gave me some pointers. So we started getting our own studio, and my first song that I recorded by him was One More, and his dad was the one that did the mixing and the mastering because his dad is very good in engineering.
Around what time did you record that first song?
Pardon me?
Around what time did you?
I would say 2014.
Oh,
so
nice.
it ended in 2013, 2014. I did One More. It was out. You know, people was definitely liking it, but it wasn't gravitating as heavy to a lot of people because, as I said, you know, I was a upcoming artist. But who heard it, I didn't get nothing but positive feedback from it. So you know. After I end up leaving New York, now I come out to Arizona. And while I was in Arizona, I go back to school and I'm like, man, I gotta pick up back my music. So I have to invest in my own production stuff. And I started investing in getting my own studios, building my own studios, buying my own camera stuff that I'm going to need, that I'm going to require. And I started working on the engineering part of music because from being around him and his dad, I started picking up a few knowledge of which software is good to record music on. Yeah. But as he's doing your research, some of those softwares is not cheap. It's very expensive to get.
Correct.
So I said, you know what? I'm gonna start working with GarageBand. And all my hit songs that I have out there, I record through GarageBand. And a lot of people never thought that it was GarageBand. Was that good because, as I said, when I record my first one, I use Cubase.
Okay, so you're using the Steinberg Cubase.
Yeah, so when I do my first song, that was in Cubase, you know, and I'm like, damn, this is different. So when I start using GarageBand now, it's like it gives my voice a different sound because Cubase is like I hear a different sound, and then with GarageBand I hear a different sound because remember now, that is two different entities, that's two different set of software, and they have different set of plugins.
Yeah.
So you know, it's like if you're using a song on Pro Tools and then using a song on Cubase, you're gonna hear the difference no matter what, or you're gonna feel the difference. So for me, this how comes I start playing around with, you know, what software